soul, power, time.
Time is fun, right?
Yeah, I think Cap might use time.
I mean, I could see Cap going back in time and dealing with some unfinished business.
To be honest, that's kind of because I couldn't really remember all the other stones. Time is the first one that came to mind. Time would be fun. I would enjoy the
We're
time
talking about
stone
you.
just myself.
Yeah.
We're talking about us or our character.
I mean, either one. Let's make this safe. It could be you. So I feel like that's a safer realm for everyone to play in.
I don't know if I could just pick one.
Oh,
I want
you're a
to-
smart man.
Oh, we can't just have one, huh? It's typical Ronan. So greedy.
All right. So a question that goes right into it since you can't pick just one. Kelly Dumas from Lombard, Illinois. If you had the Infinity Gauntlet with all of the stones in real life, not your character, safe zone, what would you do with it?
The things I would say might be too political for a I think I've alienated enough of my base. I think it's pretty clear what I'd probably do.
All right, we're going to take this into a safer realm. We're going to go to live questions. I don't know if safer is right, but we're going to try this. We're going to go for it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we have some fan questions. So I have rules. You have to state your name, and you have to speak into the mic, and you have to say who you're asking the question to. Deal? Yes. I did not hear everyone in that line say deal. Deal?
Deal.
Great. You got there first. You sprinted. Go ahead. It's all you.
Hi, I'm Rosalind. I'm from Cozumel, Mexico.
Hello.
Thank you. Okay, my question is for Chris. What was your last line in front of the camera as Cap before they said, "That's a wrap"?
What was my last line? It was something really stupid. It was something really dumb, which I also probably can't give away. I think
You
it was.
you can.
Well, it was a line. I think it was a line to. No, what was my last line?
He was overwhelmed with emotion.
Well, it was it was reshoots. So you're doing these little picks and pops, and it's these little. It's just little things that they need. It might have been a line to Paul Rudd. He wasn't there, but it was a stupid line. The line wasn't memorable to me. The day was more memorable than the line.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye.
Sure. Oh, man. I came here to try and bring the needle back to the middle, and I'm just...
The panel's still going. We got this.
Hi, I'm Savannah.
Hi.
My question is for Chris, but it's open to whoever wants to answer it. I know you have experience with directing, and I was wondering if you could direct another movie, your dream movie, what would you want to do?
What's the dream movie? I don't know.
Like genre, like ballpark, doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I grew up on movies like the Spielberg era of like E.T. and I think something that has more of a family vibe. I don't know. I think if those movies are done well, there's a real market for them. So maybe something in that arena.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
All right, next question up.
It was a terrible answer. I'm sorry. It was like a non-answer. I knew it as I said it.
Hi, I'm David.
Hi, David.
Lee, I love your shoes. Chris, I love your everything.
I was really gonna hope. I gotta be honest. I was hoping my shoes were gonna get some love too, but you know, I looked up at the big
Look at
screen,
these.
and the
They're
first
killer,
when I
promise.
looked at the big screen, the first thing I saw was Lee's shoes as well, and I was like, oh shit, he has good shoes on. Oh God, come on!
My question.
Shouldn't have to be that big on screen. Those are great shoes, though.
My question is just kind of open. It's
The old double knot.
Who would win in a fight between Captain America and Dendrul?
And who?
The Elven King.
Oh, come on. Wait, are you just trying to embarrass me, or? Like, I'm gonna lose a lot of these fights. Cap doesn't bring an innate sense of, like, super power and strength to the table. He's got a lot of heart. He's got a real clean moral compass, but for the most part...
He's kind of a bitch.
Well, come on.
I'm kidding. I love you so much.
Thank you.
I am so kidding.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much,
Ronan just might
David.
beat him. Ronan might beat him.
I'm so sorry. I don't.
we
I'm
will-
gonna put on my Captain America underwear when I get home to apologize.
Thank you so much, David. We're gonna move to the next question.
Love you, David.
How you doing over there, Chris? You good? Oh.
Hello, my name is Isabel. And so this is a question for anyone who really wants to answer. So what is the best line or your favorite line that anyone or your character has said throughout the 10 years of Marvel being awesome?
Oh.
Is that why everything's on fire? I thought that was one of the funniest lines. It was from the second Thor movie, but I just thought it was hilarious. The end.
There you go. Thank you.
You guys are up. No, you.
I can't remember any of my lines.
I always cheat and I'm like, I am Groot.
That's
Done.
not one of my lines, though.
But it's any. It's any
Oh.
anybody in any part of the Marvel universe. What's your favorite line?
Oh, of anyone's lines. Oh no, this is made even harder. There's so many to choose from. I quite liked, Mantis.
Yes.
When she's like, the crabby puppy makes me want to die. Her delivery of that just pleases me so much.
I love it.
Yeah, I liked when Star-Lord called Ronan a turd blossom.
I call it
That's a good one.
That was
Real
no.
good
It was.
one.
There it is.
It's a good one.
All right.
Thank you so
Good one.
much.
You can't beat that one.
What is a turd blossom?
That's why it's a good line, right? She asks
Makes
the
you
deep
think.
questions.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I have a question for all of you. Do you have a certain song you like to listen to before you go and shoot that really pumps you up?
It's a good question.
I've been listening to a lot of Led Zeppelin for
All right.
Nebula.
All
Just
right.
I feel like that's what she would appreciate if she came to Earth and listened to some human music.
Great. They did really good with Ragnarok. Didn't they have Led Zeppelin as their
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
the immigrant song, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Led Zeppelin's great. No, I don't really have nothing. I don't have a cool response, so I'm just gonna.
It doesn't
have to
listen
be
to the
cool.
national anthem.
Cool is relative.
All right, Wind Beneath My Wings. Really just ready to go.
Amazing Grace.
Oh, I don't have a good answer. I'm sorry. I wish I did.
That's fine. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
All right.
Hi, I'm Maeva from France, so thank you for replying to my question about Nebula getting like Thanos. My question is for Chris. So how did you address the fact that Steve is now a fugitive? In the comics, he became the Nomad. He's letting go of his shield and the government. So how did you find about, his evolution?
Well, that was one of the best ways, it's hard to kind of have a guy whose moral compass is so sound to give him conflict. And they've done a good job, in my opinion, in the Marvel world of not having to disturb what he believes is good, but change the things around him. I think initially in Winter Soldier, they change how he views the system. He's a company guy. He believes in the military and the government, and they take that from him. And then with Civil War, they take his notion of family from him. So I think in order to kind of give the character some depth and conflict and an arc, ultimately, you have to kind of rock the boat a little bit. But luckily, in a way, he didn't have to change too much. It was just a matter of kind of reacting to the world around him. It wasn't so much a struggle from within.
Okay, thank you.
Another kind of non-answer. Sorry, my answers are just not that great tonight. Sorry.
No, they are great. They're good.
Stop.
Hi, I'm Monica, and my question is also for Chris. So Steve has had to watch Bucky, spoilers, I guess? Had to watch Bucky die twice in his lifetime. How...
Were you worried about giving spoilers to this audience?
Well, I mean...
It'd be amazing if someone in here was like, shh, I haven't seen it.
How has Steve kind of processed that, or how is he going to have to live with the fact that he's had to watch his best friend die not once, but twice, right in front of him, and there's nothing he could do about it?
Well, I think that's one of the more precious relationships for Steve Rogers. It's one of the few relationships that's been able to transfer into modern day. It's one of the few relationships that he can identify as anything we would call home. Yeah, I don't know how far I can go into that response. Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe leave it there. I've already gotten myself in enough hot water with Marvel in the past couple weeks. I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
All right, thanks so much.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to lift this a little bit because I'm really tall. I'm Mackenzie, and my question's for Chris as well, but I'm going to go away from Marvel to help you out a little bit. You just started on Broadway for a couple months. Do you see yourself going back to Broadway anytime soon?
Oh, yeah, it was great. I grew up doing theater as a kid, and I was kind of terrified to do it, and then after a couple weeks, kind of felt like riding a bike, and it's such a different approach to a, not to sound pretentious, but a craft that you feel familiar with over enough years. It's a new way in, and it's exciting for a lot of reasons, and I absolutely will do it again. It's just a matter of fitting it into my schedule.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you.
Sure.
Hi, my name's Sarah. First, I wanted to say, Lee, I saw you in Angels in America, and you were fantastic. But my question is for Chris. I was wondering if you... Sorry. You can all answer it if you want. I'm just trying to save time. Do you have any methods that you use to embody the character of Steve Rogers?
Well, initially, I've said this before, initially when I first took the role, I had a buddy I grew up with named Charlie, who was just a good guy. I think most people know someone in their lives who just embody what it is to be good. He's very much without ego, and he's very balanced and measured and compassionate. He wants more for other people than for himself, innately, and that's just a really admirable quality. It's not as ubiquitous as I think we'd all hope it is, certainly now. So maybe in the beginning stages of the character, I would think about Charlie a little bit, and maybe in the last few incarnations of the character, it's felt a little bit closer to home, where I haven't had to search for it so much. I feel a little bit more connected.